is about to begin. Nice jump by Lowndes. He's going to lead to the first corner. Prema bogged it down off the line. Craig Lowndes leads into turn 1 for the first of the 102 laps on the Gold Coast.
Beautiful start, Lowndes. Almost no wheel spin. Reaction time was perfect. That was D'Alberto running wide. There was a stack of cars. There's more cars gone through the chicane than went round the chicane. They always talk about it, but there were boatloads of them.
Big congestion at the hairpin. A nice margin of more than half a second already for Craig Lowndes. And to your point, complete and utter congestion at the back of the pack, them all tripping over each other. Now, when they straight line those chicanes, that can be under investigation at any time, including lap 1 of the race. It was in the briefing notes to the drivers, and there's been another one down the back straight there. 3/4 of a second now margin for Lowndes. He's got fresh air. Tander is putting big pressure on Prema. And then tucked in behind is Thomas Randall in the Mustang.
It's got to be a fully committed dive. Here comes Perkins. Oh, and he couldn't quite get it stopped. So he was running slightly wide. That had nowhere to go. Yep, that was what Tony's just reported back. He had nowhere to go. He was trying to get to the left. He couldn't do it. Craig Lowndes has led 4,012 laps now.
That's good, isn't it?
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Loosen the belts, cool suit, go around the V-power boom, neutral in the box, radio out.
Great drive.
Yeah, beautiful drive. Flawless, perfect start, no mistakes. And hands it over in perfect condition. It's bright and shiny for Jamie to get in, who's had eight victories here before, and it's a big thumbs up from Craig. Looks pretty calm and relaxed. Now, a heap of them are in, so they've all reached the minimum. So Prema's in, handing over. Caruso, Randall, Luff forward, all in. And remember that 17 has got the problem hanging over it of too much curb use.
Still clear. Clear to go, mate. Clear to go, clear to go.
Nice stop. A lot of action in pit lane, as you can see. Whoa! Anthony McDonald there was right on it in terms of being able to get that car back out without making contact with car 7.
Got 5 seconds to go.
No, didn't quite get there. All right, so he's got a reasonable big lock up on a brand new cold tyre. That yields a spot now. That is going to change the game. That will change the game in favour of Van Gisbergen, or if it doesn't, it'll be very close. So a cold tyre, he actually is cleared Slade again, so that's a relief for him. But that will excite them in the garage at 888.
So there it is. It comes off Jacobson's car, and straight over the top of that for car 19. Now he gets hit, someone else bumps it, and bumps it up against the fence. So the last time we saw it, it was right against the fence now. Hard to tell from our view whether it's actually online or not. It's tucked right in there against the fence. I'm sure everyone on the radio now would have been communicating that to the driver, because that has the potential to puncture a tyre if you run up against it on the left-hand side. On the
oh man,
that's straight over it. That's the danger. And look at the damage to the right-hand front.
They certainly don't want any vigorous battles that result in tears. This is wild. Courtney with fresh tyres, trying to find he's turned him into the fence hugely. So Heimgartner's been pushed into the wall. And for the second successive race meeting late in the day, big damage on car 7.
Can he get it back? So can he get it back? He's currently, now watch this. So on the outside, he moves it back across, wipes it across the back of the Ultima, and turns him around.
And Di Pasquale's got damage to the splitter on the front of his car, which is flapping like car 9 was earlier in the day. Here it is again. Check it out. New tyres. Oh, he stayed with that for a long time.
Can't do that.
I think he'd be in trouble for that. He had his foot in the throttle the whole time. Craig Baird will be watching that carefully.
The first one, there was a little bit of contact early, which is back to see some oversteer. Watch this correction in a second. So there's a little bump right there. So it's all over. And then he moves back the other way. Just couldn't do it. It's totally out of line.
So that's a sad sign, unfortunately, for car number 7 for the second successive event, as I said, for Andre Heimgartner very late in the day with a big damage around the front of that car. It's actually damaged the rear as well. And for Bryce Fullwood, the young co-driver of that car who leads the Dunlop Super 2 Series, who put a beautiful drive together earlier in the day, no reward, sadly. That car is going to make it back, so it doesn't trigger a safety car, so it seems. Maybe almost a form finish. McLaughlin looks like he's fended off the battle with Cam Waters. And this is a nice drive, so all of them can take a bow in this one. Whincup and Lowndes together with Van Gisbergen and Tander. Down to the checkered flag comes Jamie Whincup. He's back in the winner's circle, and he makes it 9 victories here on the Gold Coast. The Red Bull Holden Racing team prevailed today.
Yeah, nice work, mate. Thank you. That was a great drive. Burnout from after turn 3. No donuts, mate. No donuts. Yeah.
Team celebrate there, Roland Dane with Garth Tander and Craig Lowndes and the rest of the group. That's a superb performance by the Factory Holden team today. 1-2 finish. Great job by both co-drivers. And beautiful execution of strategy for both camps in 888 and 97.